Well, here I am again. I don't know how lucky I am, or if this is luck, but I've got another one. This one's a little cruddy except for where they've kept the door underneath a lot, and I'll just match that. I won't change that at all. But now I got to figure out how to get this old felt out, and it appears this may be original, so it's hopefully hide glue. If I can warm this, this is a warm water, and much as I hate to put water on wood, that's 160 degree water should break that hide glue loose. So we shall find out. Looky there. So I guess that answers that question. 160 degree water, gentlemen. And ladies. Let's wipe that out. Let's keep all the moisture off. Okay. So let's see, if I pull out, better to pull the felt out. Looks like the water goes through it, but I'm gonna try one with the felt in and see if it'll soak through, or will that hold the moisture and heat close to the wood longer and pull out more of the glue. It's really hard to put water on wood for me, unless it's a kitchen table. Oh, this is a tin bottom, so I guess it doesn't matter near as much. So I will pull all the felt out. I should have turned it over and looked at it. Now I don't have to worry about it. Maybe my water's not warm enough. That'll make warm water, won't it? Certainly made smelly, wet cloth. It's funny how it came off the wood so much quicker than it was coming off the metal. So I think you've all probably been here. You don't need to see this whole process. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drawers to go, plus the whole interior. So I would imagine I'll be here a while. I will bring you back when I get closer to being done or when I'm done. I thought I'd share a little detail taken off these mirrors. I'm lucky to have this nice little what do you call it? What do you call this? Old age sucks. I can't remember the names of anything. What is that called? Anybody? Kind of sad, isn't it? Can't even remember what a thing is. Oh well. Maybe later on in the program I'll remember it. So now I'm going to dismantle the box. Unfortunately, these are just rough. They have no finish left. If they were chrome, I would be surprised, but we'll find out on the bottom. Yeah, they actually were nickel, but it's just gone. So I'll take those back on the wire brush. So I will continue taking off what I can, and bring you back here in a little bit. So here's the before and after. Sadly, it's not chrome because it's wore off, but I think that that's a pretty good result. I'm going to clear coat them with lacquer. That way they hopefully won't rust for some years to come. And I also do the screws to make sure that they're also match the thing. So we'll be So I'm about to start with some of my solution. I'm going to show you what it'll look like. It's not going to change. Actually, it's going to look very much like that when it's done. This box isn't very red. Some of them are kind of red. This box is nice and brown. Sorry if it gets out of frame. I'm just kind of winging it here. One hand can't be on the camera. Never thought about telling people that if they want me to do theirs, they could send it to me, I suppose. Depends on if they like my quality or not. I'm not cheap, but I don't ruin the, I hope, intact antique value of any of these. I doubt if I'm as good as the Gerstner factory would be at redoing them, but I am wiping off the old finish on this. There's just not enough to reactivate and move it around. So it's still there, it's just not heavy. So I'm working on this case. It's turning out really nice. Finish isn't dry, so it's kind of too shiny yet. But I don't like the way the sides and the top are different than this board and this one. So I didn't think I was gonna touch that board. The inside is dark, that matches everything but these two here. So I have this urge to try to darken this and blend it a little more. So I have put a coat of something on there that will not allow this stain to permanently go into the wood. I'm just going to allow it to stay on the surface. So if anyone ever takes and removes this, or they can remove it, I guess is what I'm trying to say, without hurting the original. Now, obviously that'll be covered by the So what do you think? Does that improve the overall look of this board? I'll continue down here and you can kind of see how overstaining without permanently staining can blend these different colored boards. And make it more appealing. In my humble opinion, because now they all blend as opposed to have stark contrast. And it wasn't horrible by any means. And again, this isn't permanent unless you want it to be. Takes some playing to get that blended smoothly. Looks like I'm just flicking, but I promise there's technique here. And yes, sometimes I have to scrub. So doesn't that look a heck of a lot better? It does to me. And once I varnish over or put my finish on that, that'll be semi-permanent. Take that finish off, the stain can come off, and you still have the finish underneath that. So I'm finishing up putting on the polished hardware. Like I said, I didn't over polish. I just tried to make it look presentable. And then I put a clear varnish on. At the end of this, so there we go. I think it turned out pretty nice. and a skinny one in the middle. What do you know? So there it is, 80% done.